So we got a work truck that pulled up here real fast. There was a UPS truck sitting this way delivering a package, and they zipped in here, backed up. Nobody got out yet that I can see, at least the driver's side. I'm waiting to see if they come in here because someone was up either knocking on my door, and they didn't stay long. They just knock, 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 and then they left. Or they were told, because if they walk back the hallway, if they come straight up the steps and walk back there, they'll set off my door chime too. So they either went out the emergency door. I just called the landlord and told him, next person that does that is getting, if they don't belong up here, live up here, or they give me a 24-hour notice that they're doing maintenance in the building, which they're supposed to by law, I'm getting them for burglary. Stay the fuck away from my door. Or you could shoot me a text and say, hey, we're going to be in the building doing work. I mean, that's not so hard, is it? It's the easiest thing in the world to do. You know what I mean? But you can see there's light coming in from that security doors open. So I'm waiting for him to come back through and close it or whatever they were doing up here. And I don't know if this asshole was out back and now they pulled the truck up front here. Oh, here's somebody. And they are not coming in. They're going past. All right. My door to come in my building is right here. So they would cross under right here. There is another door right here to go into that section of the building. Are they stopping? What is that? A homeless person? Oh, umbrella. I thought he had a poncho or something over his head. Some people use garbage bags too. Makeshift umbrellas, that type thing. I'm trying to see if anybody's sneaking into the building. Oh, who's this? What the hell is that thing? Well, you can see where they go in right there. You've seen that, right? That's the door. A door to go in. My door, like I said, is right where the Y meets. This roof here, this green roof here, meets this roof. It's right there. It is still under this roof, but it's like the corner, you know what I mean? You can come up into my little vestibule to come in my building. Now notice how they're just staking the place out. This driver has not gotten out of this truck since he pulled up. I've been watching him like a hawk. And for anybody interested, there's another car sitting out here next to him now. I didn't see that one pull up, but this one just pulled up. Zoomed the fuck in here like they're going to do something. So again, I don't know if this is the landlord. He gave me no notice, no nothing. You know what I mean? And I'm not playing those games. You're going to give me a fucking no. If I have to follow the law and the rules, you're going to follow the law and the rules. You are not going to just come in here anytime you want. And that's what the car looks like. And that was not sitting there like 5 minutes ago when I started this video. So obviously they just pulled up too. So again, who they are, what they want, I have no idea. But I'm not playing this game. You're going to announce your presence or we're going to have problems. I'm blind, I'm multiply disabled, and I'm not getting robbed because you want to play peekaboo every other day. That's bullshit. So I'm going to pause this until something happens because I don't want to load up my phone with memory. But if they get out, I want to see who they are. But you can tell it's a work truck. The back of the truck is full of, like, there's even an orange cone in there, I think it looks like they're doing road work. So who they are, don't know. What they want, don't really give a shit, as long as they're leaving me alone. But don't come up and knock on my fucking door. Unless that's what they were doing. They were knocking on my door to let me know they were going to be doing work in the building, which is fine. But I looked out there, went out there, looked on my door to see if there was a note like, hey, we're doing work in the building, just letting you know. Nothing. So they basically came through the building and went out that fire escape door. And it was just a snoop, probably. How do I know what they were up to, what their intentions are? So again, both of these cars weren't here 8 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. So They just pulled up because I was watching, full screen. I was watching this area. I seen him pull up back in like this. I looked over. There was a front end of a truck, so I clicked on this one and I saw the UPS truck sitting there. They took off. Then I just started filming and I showed you, and this guy shows up. So I don't know who, what, where, or why they're here. Nobody contacted me 24 hours ago to let me know they were going to be here. So, all right. Like I said, I'm going to pause this until something good happens. Well, I'm back. You can see by the time difference down at the timestamp at the corner of the video that not a lot of time has gone by. A couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes. That's just my security system rebooting. Does that every couple minutes. But no one's gotten out of the truck. No one's gotten in the truck. They're just sitting there. So I'm being stalked, I guess, unless they're eating their lunch. Is it around lunchtime? Let's see. It is. Yeah, all right. I can believe that. It's 12:30. Maybe they're eating their lunch. Somebody doing work somewhere, and they just parked there to eat their lunch. That is a not too far-fetched possibility. They certainly didn't get out and come in the building, so they ain't doing work here that I know of. Oh, I thought he was moving. Wait, no, somebody's getting out, I think. Somebody just, was that some rain droplets? I thought I seen a door opening. And of course now I'm starting to hear thumps downstairs from the crackhead, don't watch your kids, just let them bounce off the walls while we smoke pot type neighbors. It's my kitchen. Do I have my light on out there? Something's flickering. I'm going to have to get up and go look. They get you so beside yourself. You start having panic and anxiety attacks. You can see the door. The daylight is on that wall out there. That light coming in right there is the fire escape door open. Why they left it open when they came up through or down through, whatever they did, I don't know. But again, I wasn't notified by the landlord that any work was going to be done. You know what I mean? They're not going to come to my door and bang on my door and say, we need to get in there, we need to do work. No. My lease, I signed a lease with this landlord and it says 4 hours, but Pennsylvania law trumps that. It's 24 hours. So that's what I'm keeping to. I don't give a fuck what I signed on paper. That's null and void when it comes to Pennsylvania state law. The landlord-tenant handbook says he has to give me a 24-hour notice. Now, if there's an emergency, 4 hours is plenty of time. Yes, I would work with him with that. But these guys have been showing up, shutting off the electric over and over and over, doing all kinds of zany shit that I'm not letting them in. You give me a 24-hour notice, then you can get in. And then I want to know who you're bringing in here. You're either coming in one at a time or not at all. That's, I don't need 4 maintenance guys wandering around my house that I can't see what they're doing. That's not going to happen. And I'm blind, like I said. So if it's a job that takes 4 guys, yeah, you're going to have to now call in professionals then, especially when it comes to electric. You're not touching my electric. They're not qualified electricians, I guarantee you that. So here we sit. Mexican standoff, if you will, as they say back in the day. Nobody backing down. I don't know what the fuck is going on today, like I said, but this is ridiculous. And it's every fucking month with these retards. We gotta shut the electric off. Boom, 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 3 times, 4 times in a row. The hottest day of the summer, and they're turning on my electricity. Wait. Ooh, here we go. To the back of the truck. Let's see if they come in. That was quick, wasn't it? I want to see if they're coming in my house. That's what I want to see. And it did look like one of the landlord's workers. It looked like Luis, if I'm not mistaken. And again, nobody called me and told me, hey, my workers are going to be there. They got to get in to do this. They got to do that. Nothing. Nada. Well, he went around that side of the truck, so where's he at? He got out real fast and walked that way. I think I caught it on camera. It was stupid fast, though. Like he stole something and he was running away. Can you see him at that door? Is he over here? Yeah, it looks like he's leaning in. Right there. I don't know if it's a double cab. It might be a double cab, like he has a cab, but it looks like he's leaning in the front. See him moving? Yep, that's him. See, he just turned his head. Looks like he's got a hat on, like a boonie hat or something. Like a military hat or some kind of rain hat. Where'd he go? There he is. And I'm blind. I can't see. I have to. What I did was he just shut the door. Now, where's he going? There he is. I have to keep zooming in on my phone to be able to see any kind of detail. That's how bad my eye is. My good eye, the other one's completely blind. There he goes around again. Unless he's coming in. But they look like they're maintenance workers. Appearance-wise, I don't think they are real maintenance workers. I don't know what they're doing. They could be crack dealers for all I know. Speaking from experience, I knew a guy that was a crack dealer. He was an electrician at one point. He lost his house, his marriage, everything. But he drove around in a truck just like that with junk in the back, making it look like he was a worker. Biggest crack dealer in Pottstown. Not mentioning any names. People know him real well, so I'm not going to mention his name. But yeah, he drove around just like that in a beat-up old yellow truck. I think it was white or yellow. I think it was yellow. I forget. It's been so many years. But you see him parked down at the motel, getting a room down there, and he's from Pottstown. So, I mean, why would you need to get a room with a utility truck doing no work at all? Yeah, that's what they drive. So they fly under the radar. They don't look suspicious. They look like workers doing jobs that don't exist. The only job they're doing is hauling mule and drugs. Yeah, so I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. He's been in and out of his truck. I don't know if he got back in it. I think he got back out of it, but where he went, I don't know. He could have came inside. All I know is he ain't coming to my door just randomly like that. I'm taking that as a burglary. Stay the fuck away from my door unless you give me a 4 to 24-hour notice. Again, I will compromise if I'm given a 4-hour notice. But they don't even do that. They showed up here. Somebody set off my door chime. I have a door chime outside my door, and I have a camera right here filming that way, as you can see. So my door chime was going, because that's what it does. It barks like a dog. And I'm like, who the fuck's at my door? So I get up out of bed, woke me up out of a sound sleep, of course, because they don't care that you're 60 and need, 4 naps a day because you're sick constantly all the time. And I looked at my camera like this and no one was there. So I'm thinking, what the fuck? So I looked more careful and you can see the daylight coming through. So I'm like, okay, somebody just either came through the fire escape door and went down the steps, or they came up the steps and went out the fire escape door. One or the other. That's immediately what I thought. Which, again, the neighbors downstairs don't belong here unless there's a fire or a flood. They got to get out of the building emergency-wise. So they don't belong up here playing on my floor. That's number one. Number two, nobody I know, including my family, have keys to my apartment, or they would call first. They would say, hey, we're sitting out front. You know what I mean? I would have to go down and let them in. So it has to be these goofy fucks here, fake electricians, working for the slumlord, or it has to be the crack stem victims downstairs just fucking with me. Which either way, I called the maintenance guy, Omar, and told him, look, this has got to stop. The next person that comes up in this hallway, I'm taking as a burglar. I don't care if they work for the landlord or not. I'm to be given a 24-hour notice before they show up. I am also telling you that the second floor people don't belong up here unless there's an emergency. And I don't smell smoke. So they don't belong fucking around up on my floor. Tell them to stay the fuck downstairs where they belong. They have the front door. They don't need to be using the back door for any reason. Airflow, fueling drugs, or whatever it is they're up to. So stay the fuck away from my door. I'm taking it as a burglary, excuse me. I'm sick of this shit. And it's every month with these people. They have to come up with ways to get under your skin, fuck with you, like make loud bangs. So anyway, I called Omar and I told him, I gave him the lowdown. And as you can see, I don't know if the landlord's calling them and talking to them and say, don't bother that guy. He's fucking nuts. Which, I have to be a monster to beat a monster. Do you understand what I mean? If they're going to come out of pocket and not give me a 24-hour notice, well, I got to be this monster. Do you understand what I mean? I don't want to be. But motherfucker, you're not going to disrupt my life anytime you feel like it. I could be sitting here eating dinner and I have to let you in. No, get the fuck out of here. Go fuck your mom, get out of here. I'm sorry to say it like that, but what the fuck, man? Middle of a fucking nap, middle of the day, I was relaxing in the air conditioner and I'm tired of it. Go to fuck somewhere. Anyway, that's... if they're coming up to do work in apartment 4, then get your fucking asses in there and do the work. Why bother me? You know what I mean? Why sit out front like you're in a James Bond novel and you're spying on me? Maybe they're waiting for the cops to show up. I don't know. Maybe that's why because I did say I was going to call the cops and get them for burglary if they bother me again. So they quick took their trucks from out back and brought them up here and sat in case the cops showed up. Well, we're just maintenance workers. We're just doing our jobs. No, you're not doing your jobs. I'm supposed to get a 24-hour notice you never gave me. I have no calls on my phone, no texts. The landlord has my texting thing where he could text me directly. So does Omar, the maintenance guy, which is a subcontractor. These are the regular maintenance guys he uses. Omar's a subcontractor off of him. He does like heavy work, I think. Like roofing and remodeling, rebuilding, whatever. But anyway, I contacted Omar and said, look, I don't know what is going on here. These guys are shady characters anyway. When I first moved in here, they were trying to get in my apartment like you wouldn't believe. Like they had to see the inside of my apartment. They're not coming in like that. You're not my babysitter. You're not my mommy. You're not telling the landlord what you see in my apartment. Oh, he has bong sitting all over his kitchen table, which I don't, but I'm just saying, no. That's not going to happen, motherfucker. You can't even take care of problems that are going on downstairs when I call you about the potheads downstairs. You ain't, stalking me. That's not going to happen. Get your fucking ass away from my door. Now, if there was something legitimately wrong and I needed to be fixed, I'd certainly let one of them in to fix it. It don't take two people to screw in a light bulb that's 15 feet off the floor and I can't reach and they need a stepladder. Omar did that one time for me. He came in and changed the kitchen light bulb because they knocked that out. Somebody was crawling through the crawl space above me and kicked the fixture or the wiring, and the fixture wobbled back and forth. And literally the light went zzz and went out. So I had to call them and they replaced it because they were up there trying to listen to what I was saying. Down here, I'm tired of it. This is not a James Bond movie. The mother freakers downstairs are the ones dealing drugs. Get them. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm the one that's been complaining about it for 17 months. But here we are. They got to trump something on you. Oh, he's racist. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Oh, we know he's up to something. Let's keep an eye on him. Yeah. Mostly defending myself from you fucking lunatics every day. I just heard somebody above me. I guarantee you these nitwits climbed up the ladder, went on the roofs, and got into the attic. I hope they're soaking wet. I hope they're miserable as wet rats. Fucking assholes. Anyway, I'm going to pause this again. We already got a 19-minute video, so here we go, yet another one. And the reason I take naps during the day is because, hold on, let me blow the screen up here. There we go. As my liver's gone, it's shot. It hurts every day. Sometimes it even does. It feels like a fish in a bag flapping around. Other days it's calm, but it hurts. It's just a steady pain. And my diabetes causes fatigue, severe fatigue. Maybe they're all going into the mosque there. Oh no, they're going to sit there too? Of course they are for 20 minutes. Why wouldn't they want to burn up my memory on my phone? No, this has nothing to do with us. Maybe not. Anyway, apparently he's going into the mosque too. Maybe he wants some bean pies or Muslim oil. Or somebody ordered something because he left his radio on in his car. I can hear it going, pa-doom, pa-doom, pa-doom. Maybe he's door dashing. Did anybody order the blunt? Here it is, 14-pound blunt. There you go, buddy. Smoke up. I don't know what they do in that mosque. It's just an educated guess, but it seems like a lot of people going in and out of there. Look. He dipped in real sneaky like, didn't he? Let's see if he comes out the other side. Oh, maybe he did. Now, is that him? Is that the same person? I can't really tell. Oh, it looks like a mailman, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Where did he go? Yep, there he is. That could have been a mail, but I don't know. It didn't look like a mailman. Mailman don't dress like that. Looks like he's wearing flip-flops and a pair of Schwartz. Who knows? This town just flipped its freaking wig, man. Up is down and down is up and sideways is not around. There's no sideways anymore. It's just, you know what I mean? Front and back. No hula hooping. I mean, what the hell? I guess he could be a white Muslim. I never have seen one, but I guess. I mean, I have seen them. But they usually have beards and they look like Muslims. You know what I mean? That guy just looked like a delivery guy. You know, hey, I'm here to deliver. I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm just saying, if you're going to be in Rome, at least dress and look like a Roman. If you're going to be Muslim, hey, wear the little funny hat, the dress, and grow a beard, buddy. There you go. Now you can be identified as Muslim. I don't know what you are. You look like a door dasher to me. So these two clowns are still hanging out here. I don't know what they, like I said, it's after lunch. It's probably, 1:45, maybe more. Oh, it's 1:13. Shit, they've been here an awful long time doing nothing. Saw him get out of the truck once, go around to the driver's side, or the passenger side, root around a little bit with a funny hat on. Then he went back around, got in, and he got back out, and I haven't seen him since. I don't know if he got in the car. I don't know if he's under his truck, trying to stay warm. I don't know if he's standing under this. This is a bay window right here. This green thing is a big bay window that sticks out, and if you stand under it, you can keep dry. So I don't know if he's standing there. I don't know. Waiting for the cops to show up. But again, all this happened in succession. You know, like I heard the dog barking, called the landlord, called his maintenance worker, threatened to call the cops because I didn't know if it was a burglary or his maintenance guys, because they never give you notice, and said, listen, if somebody shows up without notice, I'm calling the cops, and they're going to get burglary because I'm going to tell them they tried to burglarize me. Here's another one pulling up. What the sheep? I mean, there's usually not this much activity, you know? So anyway, I just don't know what to think. I don't know what's going on here. If the landlord's here and wants to speak to me, come up and knock on my door. You don't have to send a maintenance guy. You don't have to set my smoke alarms off to do it. Just knock on the damn door until I answer. You know, that's the human thing to do, not play peekaboo 007 here. Oh, I've got to run and hide. I mean, what is this? I'm not threatening to call the cops on the landlord. I'm saying if you don't give me a 24-hour notice to let me know that there's work being done in the building, I'm going to flip. I'm going to freak. I'm going to take it as a burglar because I'm blind. I don't know who friend or foe is. Can't see them. Don't know if they have a knife, a gun. You know what I mean? You got to let me know. If you don't let me know, well, then I'm taking it as a burglary. We'll let the cops figure it out. Anyway, I think it's a bunch of horse shit now. I don't know what's going on, but I think that door is still. Did they close it? They might have closed it. No, it looks like daylight's coming. Yeah, there's daylight in that hallway yet. Looks like there might be somebody standing back in there. See it? Like the shadow of a person. I can't really see, like I said, blocking some of the sunlight. I don't know. And again, I don't know how wide open the door is, too. It could be just a crack. It could be 2 feet. I don't know. I don't know how wide it's open. I thought I just seen somebody moving back there. That could be me, though. My one good eye plays tricks on me. I see shadow monsters. But I am going to leave this on, and just in case they knock again or something happens. All right. So, hey, I'm back. I went out and made a cup of coffee. I know you can't see it, but it is right there. And one thing that's changed is it is pouring. I mean, cats and dogs out there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is. I can hear it hitting the windows like it almost sounds like sleet. That's the screen. My window, I guess. I don't know what that is. Hear the thunder? It just thundered. But the maintenance guys haven't moved. I did peek out in the hallway a little bit ago to see if rainwater was coming in the door out there, and it's not. It is propped open. Somebody propped it open. But, there's airflow now, and the front door's cracked open, too. So the door that's supposed to be, security door, that's propped open, too. So I don't know if these guys did it or the neighbors did. I don't know. But, like I said, I'll keep you updated. Nothing happened so far that I've seen. Anyway, it's too dark. It got too dark with the rain to see if that door's open now, but I think it still is. Yeah, see, it's too dark back in there. I don't know if it's closed. I'm just waiting for somebody to come through the hallway and set my alarm off, motion sensor alarm. That's what I'm waiting for so I can record it. Well, it's already being recorded there, but I mean, I want to record it with this too. Actually go out there and say, what the hell are you doing up here? Why are you up here? Who are you? Here comes the cops, that type thing. I'm tired of this bullshit head game thing here going on. Did that stop? I can't see. Nope. I'm going to pause you again. Actually, here's what I want to show you. Watch his wiper blades. See him? Somebody's sitting in that truck. They just ain't working by themselves. So why they're staking the front of my building out, I have no idea. But they've been out there for, this is a 22-minute video. Wait, 28-minute video. You add 10 minutes to that, and that's probably how long they've been sitting there. Since way before 12:30. The last time I chimed in with the time, and now it is 1:31, so it's probably been over an hour they've been sitting there. Yeah, because I paused this several times, I think, for minutes. So I just caught that on, I was looking at big screen. I thought, his windshield wiper looked like it moved. His isn't. But his show is, and what are they sitting there for? It's way past lunch hour. I mean, I understand some people take a late lunch, like 1 to 1:30. Like even Rite Aid, they used to close at 1 and come back at 2, I think. So I think they got an hour lunch back at the pharmacy. They would tell you, they had signs up, will be closed during this hour. And even in some of their emails or not voicemails, it would say it when you call there. The Rite Aid pharmacy will be closed during from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So if you want to pick up your meds, you got to do it here, after, or before these hours. They would give you some kind of update or warning. Now, granted, but this doesn't look like lunch. It looks like somebody's staking the building out. That's what it looks like. I mean, who does this? This is a residential area. It's not. You have a head shop and a Chinese shop and a laundromat. Way up the street, the laundromat is. And you got an Aki store down the street other than the mosque right here. So what would be the purpose of him sitting there for over an hour? What, your drug dealer late? You're picking up weed? What he never showed up? This is what I'm wondering. Why are you sitting out in front of my house doing nothing? So here we go, some more. This one just pulled up right out front. Is this the landlord? More Muslims going to church? I don't know. I can't really tell. Oh, there they go. Just moved up some more and some more. Oh, change your mind? See you later. And a park up the street? What? Just weird stuff like that goes on all the time. Why pull up in the bike lane where wheelchairs and bicycles go just to sit there for, 80 seconds and then pull out? That doesn't make any sense. They adjusting their contacts. My contact went cockeyed. I had to pull over. But it makes it look like they're dropping off or picking up. And then nobody got out. They just pulled away. It's kind of weird. That's why I hate this town. You never know. You got to keep your head on a swivel 24 hours a day. Even inside, you got to watch. I've heard people on the roof. Oh my God. There goes the cops, thank God. Oh, two of them. Fuck, man. There's the town bus. Is his wipers still on? Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Yep, they're still moving. So he's literally been sitting out in front of my house for over an hour with wiper blades on. What's he waiting for? His Chinese food? That's the Chinese store's down the street, and there's plenty of parking from, to the right and to the left, all the way down to my house. So he could. Bye. There you go. Don't come back. You hear? Don't send postcards. Well, that was odd, but he's finally out of here. Do you see what I mean? They just parked here for all that time. Now, what was he waiting for? Drugs? I know his order's up at the Chinese store, right? So he pulled back down the street to pick it up. That's ridiculous. He looked like a maintenance worker, too. He looked like one of the maintenance workers that comes here. That's why I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. But he pulled out right after 2 cops went by, so I don't know what the cops were up to either. They could have been up to no good. I don't trust the cops as much as the crooks either. They say one thing and do whatever they want anyway. Well, I don't know what it was, but all right, that's it.